Hey guys, how you doing? Hope all is well in your world, or at least as well as it can be at the moment. Today I just wanted to talk about something that I realize does plague a lot of people, and especially a lot of business owners, and that is that, they often look at, their situations and what they're putting out and what they're, how they're presenting themselves and everything. And they often tend to overanalyze stuff and get too nitpicky around stuff, and it happens so much. It really does happen so much. Or they say, oh, I can't start with this before I have this and this in place first, right? Or we need to organize all of this before we can launch anything or before we can do anything. I know that sounds a bit vague, all of it, but basically my entire point being is that, and I say this a lot, so you might have heard me say this already, but done is better than perfect, right? Or imperfect action trumps perfect inaction, as one of my mentors used to say. The fact is, even if, for example, if you're looking at your social media content and you're like, oh, I don't know what to post, or, I want to do videos, but I need to do 10 practice runs before I do one, don't overanalyze that sort of stuff, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're spending time getting everything perfect, you're not getting communication out to your market. Therefore, your market doesn't know that you exist, and therefore they can't do business with you, right? So my suggestion would be, even if it's not entirely perfect, we're all our own worst critics anyway, if you think about it, right? How many times have you done, put something together or done something and you're like, oh, I don't know about this, and you're picking it to pieces, and someone else looks at it and they're like, oh my goodness, this is brilliant. You're like, oh, okay, so maybe it's not that bad. We're our own biggest critics usually. I know I am. But yeah, so just think about it. Done is better than perfect. And as long as you're getting stuff done, it doesn't have to be perfect. If you're just starting out putting social media content together, especially right now would be the time that I'd be really getting onto social media, because there are more people on it right now. But yeah, so if you're putting posts together and you're worried about how they're written or whether they're good enough or not, just post them. Honestly, just done is better than perfect. If the message is getting out, then that's a great step in the right direction, right? Later on, you can start looking at stuff and saying, okay, right, I want to get more intentional with really zeroing in on the way that we're positioning ourselves, or whether we've got a certain message or theme that we want to stick to, but as long as you're actually getting stuff done, that's perfect, right? So I guess what I'm saying is, don't overcomplicate things for yourself. People are probably not going to be as critical as what you think, and that is, for myself, I remember my very first video that I did, and I keep saying to people, it took me over 3 hours to get a 4-minute video done on something that I love talking about, which is, target markets and ideal clients, right? So, and again, it wasn't perfect, but I just put it out there because I, quite frankly, I didn't have time to continue, agonizing over it. And the outpouring of encouragement that I got out as a result was really mind-blowing, because to me, I thought it was, it wasn't good enough. Yet people saw it for what it was, and people heard the message and they agreed with it. So done is better than perfect. Just keep that in mind, especially for now, when, really now is a really great time. We have a great opportunity to set the foundations, right? To set the foundations to get out of this at some point, and to get out of it with strength and hit the ground running once things change again in our, in our daily lives, right? So don't waste the time. Don't overanalyze stuff. Get it done. Just get it done, even if it's not perfect. You'll thank yourself later. Bye.